Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles. Alright, and salutations to you brothers doing this thing sincerely, truth, and with charity. Basically, man, we're gonna sorry if you hear this dog chewing his bone, man. You can get Hebrews 10. We're gonna have right into it, man. Hebrews 10:25.
It's Hebrews 10 and 25. 24 says, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
So, which is really plain, but you know, like it says, let the strong bear the burdens them that are weak. So at times, you know, we gotta provoke one another, man. We gotta provoke the fellow man to labor, man, to do those good works. You know, to push forth this word, man. That goes a part of being an example. We gotta build one another up. Sometimes we gotta, hey, some brothers, you know, they may start to fall weak. All right, and it's our job to build those men up, to call them to your side, basically. You know, hey, come through. Let's read. Let's break bread. All right, let's go over this lesson. Let's do this sit down. Okay, that's part of this thing too, man. Cause every man ain't gonna be on fire 100% all the time, man. Hey, sometimes you gotta build one another up. All right, go ahead.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is.
Right, so we're not to be those that forsake this, man. Forsake coming together. You know, the brotherhood, we got to link up outside of more than just Saturday, okay? Outside of just, let's say you got mandatory sit-down day y'all do. Like we got the live stream on Monday. We should be linking up more than just that, man. Okay? That's a very important thing so we can keep each other going. So we can keep that fire on one another, man. That's a big part of this thing. Keep going, and this is why. Keep going.
But exhorting one another, and so much that the more as ye see the day approaching.
God, so much the more as we see the day approaching, man. All right, so we got to be linking up more and more as the end of this place comes, man. And why is that? Because Satan is trying, man. Satan is trying at all times, man. And the brotherhood is actually a big weapon. All right, it's a big weapon against this battle, man. We keep each other going. We keep that fire lit under one another, man. Okay? Because we always speak these words, because our conversations been having, we comfort one another, man. Maybe going through hell, but the brother bring up the right precepts at the right time. Even if y'all ain't even talking about that conversation. All right? Even if you didn't necessarily tell the brother this was going on in your life. Hey, the Spirit will put it on the brother to bring these precepts out to help motivate you to keep going in the truth, man. Go to Hebrews 3:13. So the more we said they're approaching, the more we should be linking up. You know, to be in the spirit with one another. All right? To help comfort, be that comfort to one another so we don't fall away, man. To keep that fire sparked on one another, man. Because different men fall weak at different times, man. And we got to motivate one another. And how do we do that unless we be together? All right? Teaching this word, breaking bread, being in the spirit with one another, motivating each other, keeping each other going, man. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 3:13. But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
That's right. So the more this day approach, the more Satan is trying to devour us. All right, so the more we got to be exhorting one another. And that exhort means to call to one side. Whether it's to reprove or to just break bread with, or to give a kind word to, like, you on point with this, good job, keep it up, you know, whatever it may be. We should be dealing with one another daily, man. All right, increasing our dealings with one another, man. This is a medicine. This is a medicine to each other. This is how to keep that fire sparked. You know, so it's a good thing to have like a group meeting with the camp where y'all can converse back and forth with each other. Have your class days throughout the week. And then do stuff outside of those mandatory days too, if the Lord permits, man. Where the brothers linking up, all right? Even if, now it's a balance to everything, so you linking up to have a drink. I ain't never seen a time when the brothers got together and it wasn't something spiritual happening. Even if it was linking up just for a drink's sake, man. It's always something spiritual, man. But we need to be doing this. We need to be dealing with each other more and more, through the spirit, how about Shem Yahushua, especially to break bread, especially to build one another up, especially to do videos so we can bear each other's burdens, man. This stuff is important. So that way a brother can see your example and be on fire. Like, damn, this brother, every time we link up, we in the spirit, we doing this, we do videos, he trying to push us more. And you're like, damn, I have to get like that. I can do videos with the damn. Okay? That stuff is required, man. And it says so the deceitfulness of sin don't creep in, man. So Satan can't creep in. And you can be, Satan can be fucking with a brother, trying to make his sins puff up against him, weigh him down. And through the spirit he come through at you, and the whole time y'all talking about balance. He didn't even realize that's going to be the conversation, but you teaching him going through balance with him, through the scriptures and through the spirit. So now he's able to be like, damn, okay, let me not let Satan get too good to me. It's a balance, I'm trapped in this flesh, I got to accept my mortality, etc. Alright? That's another thing why it's important to link up, because different brothers have gone through different experiences, man. They can give their insight that they've got through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua from their experience to help comfort you, to pull you through, man. So it's important that we link up, man, that we do break bread, that we do deal with each other. Alright? The brotherhood is a big weapon in this thing, man. Alright? Especially keep that fire going. Because, hey, it's easy for Jake to get lukewarm. Alright? And it does tell us to bear the burdens of the weak. So sometimes it's on the different men to push that vibration out there of exhorting one another so we can deal more. As a brotherhood. Get Revelation 3 and 15. Because it happens. Now, hey, some men get lukewarm, and it's for their detriment, man, to fall down. Some men get lukewarm because of the flesh. Because the flesh is weak. And they need to be rejuvenated through the spirit, man. Revelation 3 and 15.
Revelation 3 and 15. I know thy work, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I will thou wert cold or hot.
Keep going.
So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
So there you go, man. The Lord said you need to be cold or hot, man. He'd rather you be already in this thing on fire, or you be completely out cold, man. All right. Now, not being in this thing halfway. And how do you fight off that, though? How do you keep that heat going? All right, one of the big helps. Get Ecclesiastes 4. You can let those go. Give Ecclesiastes 4. Let's start at verse 9.
Ecclesiastes 4:9. Two are better than one, because they have good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up.
Right. So if a man fall, he's facing he's going through his time of weakness, his time of trouble, and he's alone. Woe unto that man. He got nobody to help build him up. Nobody to exhort him. Nobody to give him those comforting words. All right? Nobody to give him that counsel he needs, man. All right? Nobody to go through what he's going through with him. So woe unto that man that's alone. So we got to use the weapon that we got. And the brotherhood is part of the weaponry, man. It's part of the arsenal. This is Sirach 37. And 12. But be continually with the godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. Alright? So it says, be with a godly man that meditates upon the word of the Lord, man, who's on the same path as you. Alright? And that can actually relate and sorrow with you when you're going through hell, man. They can build you up through the spirit of the Lord. All right? Because they operate in the spirit just as you do, man. So they can keep you going when you fall, man. They can give you those words of comfort to motivate you to keep going, to keep fighting. They can remind you this is a great battle. And Peter said, I would not neglect to, I would not be negligent to always put your remembrance of these things, man. So we got to use that tool of being around the brothers, man, that has understanding. You know? And here the scripture's talking about being at peace with one, but have the one counselor. So it's good to even have a brother that you can come to. The brother you found trusting that you can actually talk certain things about. So they can give you the scriptures. Even if they haven't necessarily gone through what you've gone through. But it says wisdom is an experience, unto us. So they may not have gone through a situation personally. They can go through the scriptures and give you experience that way. Because they have wisdom. So they got the experience of your situation through the scriptures. Without even having to go into it. So you can say you're going through this, walk up to bed, and the brother say, well, this is how King David handled it. This is how it said it was written, this is how it's going to happen. This is what the scriptures say. And there you go, man. That's through the spirit. That's the comfort right there. That's part of even having somebody, having brothers to go to as a weapon, man. Because we got this wisdom, this great experience that comes with wisdom. And that's why we need each other, man. Because we keep each other going, even through that manner. You go back in that Ecclesiastes.
Verse 11.
Call it out.
Ecclesiastes 4:11. Again, if two live together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? Right, and there you go. How can one be warm alone? It says if two lie together, they have heat, man. So the brotherhood, a brother may be getting a little lukewarm. It's on the brotherhood to put that spark to his ass. Now it's all through the spirit. If that coal get lit and get back hot. But our job, it takes two, man. It takes two to stay warm. All right? It takes two to stay warm, so we need each other. Okay? You keep going. And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And if a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
So a two is good and three is even better. Three-fold cord is not quickly broken. Like a piece of paper. You rip paper easily. You put a stack of papers together, try to rip it now, it's hard as hell. You can't do it. So that's important that we link up so that deceitfulness of sin don't creep in, man. Come together to do sit-downs. Come together to, have a set day after the week where brothers break bread. Or brothers can link up because it's all through the spirit, man. The Lord is about balance. We all can set up and go over a little bit. And Lord wants y'all just chill and enjoy the camaraderie of brotherhood, man. Or Lord, hey, y'all come together where it's a heavy deal. Y'all just in the spirit, just pouring through scriptures, man, breaking bread, answering questions or whatever, doing sit-downs, however the Lord work it out. But it's required, man. As we comfort each other, we are a defense. We are a medicine to one another, man. So you got to keep that in mind. Your Proverbs 27. We keep each other fucking sharp in this thing, man. This is Sirach 6 and 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense. And he that hath found such and one hath found a treasure. Alright? Because a brother going to be on you, a real friend is going to want you to make it like he wants to make it. So they're going to be on you a certain way. That's why another reason why it's important, they're going to see if you slip into something. Alright? They're going to see if they're going to read your spirit or something got you down too much and you ain't been doing what you're supposed to be doing all the way. And they're going to be on you to give you whatever's needed to help keep you going on the right path, man. Nothing doth kind of fail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. So nothing is worth a friend, man. No amount of money can replace a faithful friend. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear Yahweh shall find him. So a faithful friend is medicine, man. They're going to bring life to you, man. Satan will be on your ass. And because he feared the Lord, a true friend, your real friends we got, they fear the Lord. They got those words for you, man. They got that wisdom. They got what's needed to heal you, to keep going in this battle of ours, to continue to walk in this life, to give us this word of life, man. To motivate us to keep going in this truth, to keep fighting. All right? To keep the faith, to go harder. To rejuvenate us spiritually, man. That's what the brotherhood is, man. All right? That's going to give us these words of wisdom properly, man, to help us out. Whoso feareth the Lord, here we go, yeah. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. So there you go, man. Linking up with the brother, we're going to keep each other going, man. We're going to, the body edifies itself. So we're giving each other what's needed to stay on this walk of life, man. All right? And you got to be paying attention. Listen to what the brothers be talking about so you can receive that same medicine. To keep walking that same walk, man. Learn all these examples that's being set. If you're a younger brother, sitting there learning to listen, all right? Learning not to make thyself equal with great men. You may even get shunned a little bit, to not as in a hateful way, but shunned a little bit to push to the side so you can learn that lesson. So you can learn the first thing is listening. Watching examples of seeing how the brothers operate in the room. Listening to all the wise words that's coming out. Getting those breakdowns, taking notes of the balance, taking notes of everything. So you can learn how to observe and pay attention. All right, to the older brothers, watching other older brothers learning how to lead, following the examples of our leaders, watching everything, learning the younger men how they operate, what makes them tick, what's a stumbling block to them, so we can know how to do it. There's a lot that comes with it, man. We're going to direct our friendship right. We're going to be doing what's needed as a body to keep each other going. But that comes with linking up, man. Okay? That comes with dealing with one another, man. That's a very important tool to fight this battle, man. All right, so Proverbs 27:17.
This Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
The word countenance means appearance. So iron sharpeneth iron, man. So you take, those metal things to sharpen your blades, All right? That's how we sharpen one another. A man sharpen his countenance. We build each other up. We keep each other going in this faith, man. We keep, because after so many, you take a knife after so many, or a sword after so many whacks, so many chops, you got to get resharpened, man. You got to take that other piece of metal, you got to sharpen it back out, man. Hey, especially a chef knows about that. Or they got the little metal thing, that's the round singular metal thing, and they sharpen their knives up. So after so many chops, it's not as sharp. It can still cut through some shit, but it's not as sharp. So you need that, and that's what we are as brothers, man. We need, after so many chops, after going through all this battle we're dealing with, we gotta recharge. That's linking up with each other. That's breaking bread. That's doing the videos, doing the sit downs, just the camaraderie. Okay, that's required, man. To keep each other going, and it's needed for the older men to be in contact with the younger brothers, to see where their minds at. To pick their brain, to see what's going on, to see what's needed for them to be built up. So we can keep each other going, man. Skip down to verse 23.
Proverbs 27:23. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herds.
Right. That's another reason why it's important, man. So you can be overseeing the flock. All right, seeing where your men are at. Okay. What you need to do to interact better with them, to build them up. How you yourself can be better in dealing with them and what they need, and etc., man. So we got to be dealing with each other more, more and more, man. All right. So hopefully this is edifying. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles. And salutations to you brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom.